Have you ever heard words so powerful that they could awaken an entire sleeping nation? Imagine a single poet, whose verses shook the hearts of millions, whose dreams gave birth to a country, and whose philosophy still inspires leaders around the world. This is not just poetry, this is revolution, and the man behind it all was none other than Allama Iqbal, the poet of the East. Backhand index pointing right. But wait, what made Iqbal different from every other poet in history? Why is he still called the spiritual father of Pakistan? Stay with me, because once you discover the hidden power behind Iqbal's words, you'll never listen to poetry the same way again. Allama Iqbal was born on November 9, 1877 in Sialkot, a small city in Punjab. From the very beginning, his life was rooted in spirituality and tradition. His father Sheikh Nur Muhammad was a simple man, deeply religious, and his mother, Imam Bibi, was known for her compassion and wisdom. Iqbal was not born into wealth or power. He faced the same struggles that every child of the subcontinent faced under British rule: poverty, oppression, and lack of opportunity. But there was something unusual about this boy. From an early age, he showed an intense love for knowledge and poetry. His teachers noticed a spark in him that set him apart. By the age of just 10, Iqbal was already reciting verses that carried wisdom far beyond his years. But his real turning point came when he started learning Persian and Arabic, the languages of classical Islamic philosophy. These languages opened doors to a treasure of knowledge, philosophy, and spirituality that shaped his entire worldview. Backhand index pointing right. But here's the question: how did a boy from Sialkot, living under colonial rule, rise to become the voice of millions across the world? The answer lies in the journey that took him from the dusty streets of Sialkot to the great universities of Europe. After completing his early studies in Sialkot and Lahore, Iqbal's brilliance could not be ignored. He earned scholarships and soon found himself in Europe, studying at some of the world's most prestigious universities: Cambridge, Heidelberg, and Munich. There, he met great philosophers and thinkers, from Goethe to Nietzsche. Through their works, he was influenced by Western philosophy, but he also noticed something dangerous. Europe had knowledge, science, and progress, but it had lost its soul. Iqbal realized that the East, especially the Muslim world, was asleep because it had forgotten its true self, and this realization gave birth to his most powerful idea, Khudi, the philosophy of selfhood. According to Iqbal, Khudi was not arrogance. It was not ego. It was the awakening of your true potential. It was about realizing that every human being carries a divine spark within. If that spark is awakened, he can rise above limitations and change the destiny of nations. He once wrote, Khudi ko karbulandidna, ke har takdir se peli, kuda band se kud puchi, badateri rasa kia hai. This wasn't just poetry, this was a roadmap to empowerment. Iqbal was telling Muslims of the subcontinent, wake up, you are not slaves. You are lions. You are falcons. You are leaders meant to fly high above the chains of fear. Backhand index pointing right. But wait, how did Iqbal take this philosophy and turn it into poetry that made people cry, fight, and even dream of a new nation? Stay with me, because in the next part, we'll explore the secret behind Iqbal's most powerful symbol, the Shaheen, the eagle of the East. Allama Iqbal's biggest message was Khudi, meaning selfhood, self-respect, self-power. He said, Khudi ko karbulandidna ke har takdir se peli, kuda band se kud puch, badateri rasa kia hai, meaning, a person should understand their own value, awaken the power of their soul, and become so strong that even the destiny of the world bows before them. Jani, here is a secret for you: if you don't build your self-esteem, if you don't value yourself, then the world will never value you. Iqbal used to say, understand your identity, awaken the champion within you. Okay, now think about this: how many times in your life do you compromise, just because you think you are not that capable? Don't stop now. Next I'm going to tell you the secret that will permanently change your self-image. Iqbal gave the concept of the Shaheen, a bird that never eats scattered pieces of ants on the ground. It takes high flights, hunts its own prey, and never walks on the path of ease. The Shaheen, according to Iqbal, was a fearless leader. He used to say, your growth is only possible when you come out of your comfort zone and take your high flight. And Jani, that's also the name of your channel, Fearless Growth. Iqbal's Shaheen and your mission, both say the same thing: leave fear behind. Take flight towards the height of your aspirations. Think about it: if you are still stuck in your comfort zone, what will happen to your dreams? Wait, Next I'm going to give you the way to activate the Shaheen within you. Iqbal had said, hope is that lamp which shows the way even in darkness. When the world tells you you can't do it, then hope and faith say, you definitely can. According to Iqbal, hope was not just a feeling, it was a strategy. Because a person who doesn't have hope, stops fighting. And Jani, this is the real secret of success. It is with hope and faith that your energy is built, your mission becomes clear, and you break your limitations. Now ask yourself a question, do I really live on hope, or do I just pass through the darkness? Don't go. Next I'm going to show you that practical step which will turn your hope into limitless energy. Iqbal believed that Khudi is not just a concept, but a practice. Meaning you raise or lower your Khudi through your daily actions. He used to say, awaken the champion within you, otherwise the world will make you its slave. Now the question is, how to awaken Khudi? Make your goals clear. A person without goals is like a kite that flies with the direction of the wind. Iqbal used to say, write down your aspirations, follow them consistently. Adopt discipline. Khudi means controlling your inner energy. Without discipline, your Khudi is useless. Seek knowledge and wisdom. Iqbal made the Quran, science, and philosophy all part of his thinking. He said, knowledge is that light which shows you the way even in darkness. Take action despite fear. The Shaheen doesn't just think, it takes flight. You too will have to come out of your comfort zone and take practical steps. Now Jani, for a second think to yourself, how many times do you stop after just planning, but don't take action? Wait, in the next part I'm going to tell you the secret that will get you out of excuses and make you an unstoppable doer. Iqbal always said, fear and hope cannot live in the same heart. He who lives with hope, never loses to fear. Jani, courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. Courage means you take a step despite fear. The Shaheen also flies over the river, the storm of the wind doesn't stop it. Iqbal always used to tell the youth, your strength is your courage, not your actual situation. Think, right now there is one thing in your life where fear is stopping you. If you take a step now, to what extent can your life change? Don't go. In the next part I am going to tell you the way where you will make fear your fuel and run towards success. Iqbal used to say, youth are the center of my hope. If they recognize their Khudi, they can change the map of the entire world. Iqbal always compared the youth to the Shaheen. The Shaheen takes high flights. The nest of the Shaheen is on the peaks of mountains, not on the ground below. The Shaheen is not afraid of loneliness in its life, rather it makes it its strength. His message was that, backhand index pointing right, youth should leave small thinking, small desires, and comfort zone and look towards heights. Have a big vision, not just for yourself, but for your community and nation. Seek self-reliance, create your sustenance, your future with your own hard work. Adopt courage, don't be afraid to take risks, because the flight of the Shaheen is its destiny. Think Jani, what is that one height in your life that you want to reach? And if Iqbal were standing in front of you, would he call you a Shaheen or just a ground bird that flew a little and fell down again? Don't go. In part 6 I'm going to give you that final spark which will instill Iqbal's message into your soul and motivate you to take action now. Iqbal used to say, Khudi ko karbulandid na ke harta dir se peli, kuda band se kud puchi, badatari rasa kia hat. This is not just a verse, this is a life formula. Iqbal's message is that your Khudi self-belief should be so strong that even destiny waits for your decision. Backhand index pointing right. Today your life stands at two paths. On one path is the comfort zone, where you just think, and waste time. On the other path is action, struggle, and growth, where you make your own right. Think, if Iqbal were alive today, he would say to you, get up, recognize your Shaheen, and show the world what stuff you are made of. Friends, if this message has gone deep into your soul, then don't just scroll. Backhand index pointing right, like this video. Backhand index pointing right, comment what height you want to achieve in your life. Backhand index pointing right, and subscribe to the Fearless Growth channel, because here you will get everything that is necessary for a life-changing journey. And one more thing, my long video will be uploaded at 6 p.m. Maybe when you are watching this short, that video is already live. Go and watch it, because in it I have explained Iqbal's secrets with more depth. Fire.